Jeff R. I. Jeff Abel, Baltimore, AP. Baltimore officials and a prominent developer want to remodel a crumbling, century-old railroad bridge into part of a trail around the middle branch of the Patapsco River. The plan is to create a trail that would serve runners, bicyclists, and pedestrians. It would complement the huge new residential, office, retail, and hotel development that's planned for Westport, along a neglected section of Baltimore's waterfront. Mayor Sheila Dixon's administration is asking Maryland's congressional delegation to secure $5 million to refurbish the bridge and build the trail. Developer Patrick Turner, who expects to break ground on the Westport site later this year, says he can envision people getting married on the span. He describes it as just a cool bridge. Information from the Baltimore Sun, http://www.baltimoresun.com. Bullies have ruled inside the schoolyard for generations, but state officials are cracking down on the harassment. The Maryland Department of Education is requiring all schools to come up with an anti-bullying plan by July. Baltimore County is expected to present its plan to the state this week. Schools cracking down on bullies. Washington, AP. The nation's unemployment rate jumped to 9.4% in May, the highest in more than 25 years. But the Labor Department says the pace of layoffs eased, with employers cutting 345,000 jobs. That's the fewest cuts in September. The smaller than expected reduction in payrolls adds to evidence that the recession is loosening its hold on the country. It was the fourth straight month that the pace of layoffs slowed. If laid-off workers who have given up looking for new jobs or have settled for part-time work are included, the unemployment rate would have been 16.4% in May, the highest on records dating to 1994. Labor Secretary Hilda Solis called the rise in May's unemployment rate unacceptable and pledged to help bring it down by helping the unemployed get new skills or training. Biden, White House to ramp up economic recovery. Washington, AP. Vice President Joe Biden says the White House plans to ramp up the pace of its economic recovery efforts. This, as the government reported the unemployment rate jumped to its highest level in over a quarter century. Biden said the latest jobs report reflects how millions of Americans are still hurting, but he also said there were some signs of hope today. Biden, the administration's point person overseeing the massive $787 billion economic stimulus recovery plan, has defended the pace of spending as critics have complained that money for roads, bridges and other infrastructure projects has been slow to arrive. Biden says he will join President Barack Obama on Monday in announcing plans to ramp up implementation of the stimulus program over the summer, but offered no details. GM to sell Saturn brand to Penske dealership chain in New York. AP. General Motors has a tentative deal to sell its Saturn brand to former race car driver and dealership group owner Roger Penske. The tentative agreement would give the Penske Automotive Group Saturn's dealerships. Penske says that he expects to offer all the dealers new franchise agreements and will retain all Saturn employees for the immediate term. Neither Penske nor GM would say how much Penske is paying for the brand. Penske said he expects the deal to close in the third quarter. Penske Automotive Group also distributes Daimler AG's Smart subcompacts in the U.S., but Smart has its own dealership network and Saturn dealers will continue to exclusively distribute Saturn vehicles. GM will continue to make cars for Saturn for 2 years. Penske says he is in talks with manufacturers around the world about building Saturn cars in the future. I will beat you up. No you won't. Shut up. Fuck you. Fuck you Romana. I will beat your family up, and Bria in your home you bitch. Watch me fight you, and break your car. No please no. IWLL what you going to do about it? I call 911. If you do I kill you and the police. I not going to call the police. Good, I lied. I will kill you when this show goes off. Fluent Night. Mad TV is next.